Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Crypto on Fire, and we got another hot update here for you today, and it's gonna be about how long will baked beans last. And I know a lot of y'all are asking that question, especially since the contract value has dropped so much over the past couple of weeks. And you want to know something? I think it may last for a good amount of time. I would say maybe at least another 6 months. But there are a few factors to put into consideration, and that's the 8%. And that's the fact that a lot of whales and YouTubers got a lot of referrals for this one. Because at first I was going to go based off the fact that the theory that BNB miner.finance, has been around for over 400 days. But the thing is not a lot of YouTubers did a lot of videos on it, and it's still sustained, like basically through word of mouth community, and it only had 3%. So it was able to maintain, and it reached its low, and now it's going back up because they're actually putting ads out for it right now to try to get some flow back into it. And look, even in the contract right now, it's sitting at 1,648 BNB, which is a decent amount. And I was gonna go based off of, a lot of people think that this was a by itself as the original, though there were some earlier than baked beans that were, maybe there were forks of BNB miner. I'm not sure which one came first, but the DeFi ecosystem, I think they might be the same team. But these have been going for a while, like AVAX miner. This has been around since August. Like, they've been around for a while, and so have a few of these other ones. BNB has been around like since August as well. And I've been in AVAX since January. So I got it in like 5 months late, and I still ROI off of 3% daily. And it took about a month and a half, 2 months to ROI. I started with $100. Once I got my $100 back, I started to let people know about it. And then I put in like $800. And just recently, I just ROI off that 800, and it's still giving me rewards still to this day. Let me see. Let me switch this over to the AVAX network. Avalanche. Same thing. And then refresh. Yeah, there's still 129 AVAX. When I put it in, it had around 300, and then it was going up to like 400. And it came all the way back down over the last month and a half, down to 129 AVAX. And it's still rewarding me still this day. It's one that I've been in for like 4 months now. And all these other ones, they're still alive as well. Except for BUSD machines. Those were different, the way that they did them. They were experimental, and that they really didn't work. Didn't have strong enough communities, and too many people knew about them and crashed them. So, a lot of people know about these, and that may be the difference in some of these being able to crash or not crash. Maybe it should just have, you can only come in off of referrals or some sort, or just like you make sure like the community is strong with these, but you have these other ones like this where you don't need as strong a community, but at the same time maybe you do. Maybe the 10-to-1 versus the 6-to-1 isn't as effective. Maybe 6-to-1 is a better, because when you do the 10-to-1, it tends to it doubles up too fast. You understand what I'm saying? Because like this even got a little bit higher today. These are doing good, but if we go over to, I want to say this one, it started to drop a little, USDC one. And I was thinking maybe if a fork of this comes out, maybe they should stick to a 6-to-1 strategy, and maybe that one will be more effective. You lock it in that you only get to claim once every 24 hours, and you have to claim 6 times, you know, and then you can cash out once. And then change this, instead of 48 hours, it would be like 36 or 24, something like that. So there might be some other people that are going to experiment with this, you know, equation right here. Basically is what it is, what it pans out to be. So as far as them lasting, you know, who can really predict? This is all so brand new. And my prediction or theory is that baked beans will go for a very long time. And what happens with people, even like the one in AVAX miner that I was just showing you, like what my theory is that happens with people is like people will get into these and then later on they'll get out of it, but not really. Like they'll forget about it and then they won't come over. It won't be really worth their time. And meanwhile, this will drop down to like lower than 0.5. I know baked beans goes down to 0.5. I think this one might go lower, but it'll drop down so low that they won't even bother to come over and do anything with it anymore. And that's what I think will probably happen with a lot of these baked beans, Ruby Mine, Spook Beans, the Vineyard, you know, BNB cherries, weed, and dealers, and so on. Like people will just eventually cash out as much as they can, and then the rewards will go down to practically nothing. They'll forget about it, and you know, it'll still sustain for the people that are doing 6 to 1, and maybe if some new investors come in, but it'll gradually drain it if no new investors come, and it'll last as long as it can last till it gets a spark back up from, you know, marketing, or a whole new wave of people are interested in it. But it's all about trial and error, and us trying to get a more effective system as this goes along, and us being the supporters of these systems and making sure they get in, especially me as a YouTuber and me getting you guys in, so we can figure these things out to see what sustains the longest, what can help people the most. Because my ideal one is something that lasts like 2 or 3 years, minimum community, nice amount daily return, you know, 5-6%, not too low, not too high, you know, something sustainable. And then, you know, also has like another type of backing, either a token or NFT or a product itself that puts back into the overall total value lock. That's my idea of something that will probably last. I'm not going to go too much further into this, guys, but that's it for this one. I'm out.